The Slowdown is written by me, Tracy K. Smith. It is produced by Jennifer Lai with Tracy Mumford. Our music is by Alexis Cuadrado. Engineering by Veronica Rodriguez and Corey Streppel. Production assistance by Brenna Everson. Editing by Phyllis Fletcher.
It's Wednesday morning here on KSJE, and joining me live from the Encouragement Lab, none other than Dr. Mike Hattabaugh, who is here with us this morning. Dr. Hattabaugh, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us. And this week we're going to start talking about, one of the most maybe confusing words in the English language, which is love and emotion too, right?
Well, it is, isn't it? And I've come to believe that our culture makes it intentionally hard to understand, and that's maybe another discussion for the day.
That could be.
Is
You're
defining
right.
the word love. But we're gonna take a little shot at part of that anyway today.
All right.
So we're a couple weeks out from Valentine's Day. First of all, make a challenge to you lovers out there and make your Valentine's Day move now. That's the first thing I tell you.
Okay.
Go
this
ahead and
early.
do something now to set the stage.
Okay.
If nothing else, call and make the reservation at the restaurant, because those are hard to come by.
That's good advice right there. So that's
Yeah, so that you can start right there, right? And I actually believe Valentine's Day is on a Friday this year, so that adds even more pressure.
no kidding. That's true.
Yeah, so anyway, make that reservation now, and you'll thank me later. That's the first advice.
Okay.
But what's more important is what I'm about to share with you, and that is, I do a lot of counseling and coaching of relationships. It's one of the things that I have. I run a website called heromarriage.com. You can go check out. But anyway, one of the things I encounter all the time in relationships is people think that love is something they think or believe, and I would argue that love is something that you do.
Okay.
Now, what you do comes out of what you believe, but just believing, just believing in your head, you know what? My wife knows she loves me. My boyfriend knows he loves me. Right? Whatever. That's not true. If I just think that, it doesn't transfer automatically into whoever it is that I'm trying to cast that onto, right?
Right. Okay.
So love is something that you do. So the more you create this reality, love is a verb, and that means verb requires action, not just beliefs.
Okay.
So realize that. So that as you head into this Valentine's Day season, realize that love is what you do. It's not what you believe. And unfortunately, people twist that so poorly that I actually see people that are emotionally, physically, verbally abusive to people because they say, "Oh, but you love me, so you have to take this." That's not true ever. Ever.
Right.
So love is what you do towards another person. It's not what you say you are, or say that you believe. I love you, therefore I can belittle you. Or I love you, therefore I can ignore you. That's not love. Love is action. So convert that thoughts into action. And if you're not, guess what? Then it's okay. You can realize that the person that you say you love is going to question whether or not you actually love them or not. Because love is what you do, not what you believe or think.
I think that's good advice, Dr. Hattabaugh, and I would think also that without action, that maybe we take the other person for granted sometimes if we don't have any action towards that person.
Well, and that's where it heads long term, right?
Right.
Is without action, we begin to question, this person tells me they love me, but what do they do about it? Why is it Valentine's? So this is the thing I see people react. Oh, it's Valentine's Day again. I have to do something. No, you get to do something.
Right.
Because if Valentine's is something you have to do, then you got to question yourself, do you really love this person, or is it about tolerance? And the funny thing is about, all things related to this. Emotions, you and I both teach communication classes, and what we know about emotions are a choice that I have. So if I decide I love you, therefore I'm going to be joyful and excited that I get to do something with you, then guess what? We're going to enjoy doing something with them. But if we say, oh man, I love you, but I get tired of doing the same thing every year, then guess what? We're not going to enjoy whatever it is that we think we have to do to prove that we're in love. So change that mindset, move it into action. Again, you take the first step, and you'll see that your positive emotions will follow that. And that's the irony, that people sit around going, well, I'm just waiting for my emotions to be in the right place for me to do something. no, go do something, and guess what? Usually your emotions will end up in the right place.
Interesting. That is good advice, Dr. Hattabaugh, as we count down the weeks to Valentine's Day, and so it's not too early to start thinking about this very topic, correct?
Right, and make that phone. That's first action.
Yeah, make the reservation.
Go call the restaurant right
Okay.
now. You said, let me call them first, so
Okay.
you don't take my reservation.
You first. Okay. All right. But we'll talk more about this next week.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. That's Dr. Mike Hattabaugh, my guest here from the Encouragement Lab on KSJE Farmington.